Hey everyone, how are you doing? This is Crystal Lynette, and thank you for joining me. Listen, let's get it started. Sorry I'm late. Uh, Unfortunately, Misha's not going to be able to be joining me tonight. She is going to be returning, hopefully. But right now, she's got a lot of things going on. She's got school, she got a whole baby, So, but let's get it going. Thank you so much, Cool Gamer. I do apologize for being late. You know what? These clips, I really wanted to have some clips for y'all, and it just was not doing me right today. So I really wanted to have. Hey, Monique, thank y'all for coming in. The Ready to Love clips were giving me some issues, so that's why I am so late. But I wanted to make sure and have some clips for you. But let's get it started. So hold on 1 second. I really want to get these clips for y'all because Mitch was a whole. Mitch was a whole B, and I have something to say about him. And then we're gonna go into Ready to Love. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me start sharing this screen. Okay, y'all see that? Yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna get started with the foolishness. We're just gonna get straight into the foolishness. Unfortunately, my partner in crime's not gonna be here this evening, but let's just get it started. Um, yeah, Mitch went crying to his brother. He went crying to his brother about not feeling for Kristen. So Justin's not the only crier. He's not the only crier. Yeah, when Morgan took but you know what? And he was saying, he could be a pinup. I could say I'm attracted to a pinup, or I'm attracted to your mother, or I'm attracted to whatever. But for y'all coming in, I'm so sorry. The Ready to Love clips was what was giving me the issue. The Mavs clips were like coming in quick, but I was like, no, I like giving them some clips, and that was giving me some issues. But I'm here. But I really want to get into this foolishness. So he's crying to his brother, or he gets off the phone with his brother, then he's crying, and he's like, she's not ugly. She is cute, and it's going to come. And he's like, that's what I mean. Maybe. Honestly, I'm gonna be peppering this throughout this review. Um, what's her name? Kristen. She did contradict herself at the end of the show, but I do appreciate the fact that she's like, you can't just get tequila drunk and then try to make a move on me. No, that's not okay. You can't do that. But I do think that she handled this well, because I've been seeing a lot of stuff where, yes, she is trying to convince herself that this is going to be okay. And she's like, but you are showing me that you're attracted to me, that I am attractive. Like, he's doing the things like putting his arm around her and doing the subtle things, but that doesn't mean that he's just doing the things that he thinks he should do as your partner or something. But that doesn't mean that he's attracted to you. I don't think she's ugly at all. I think that Mitch has issue. I know I'm going to get some bots in here. I may get some bots in here. I think he might have a porn addiction, and he's been alone for years, and he's going to have an issue liking anybody. Stay tuned, reviews. I know if you disagree with me, you'll put it in the chat, because yeah, there's no way. There's no way. I don't think that's it. I don't think that Mitch would be attracted to anybody. I think that Mitch is going to find something wrong with anybody that he gets with. I think that Mitch, when they were doing what it was, the stand-up paddleboarding, he wants a partner in crime. He wants somebody that he can hang out with, that he can do fun things with, without the ring, without the paperwork. That's what that gave me the impression of, because he was helping her. He was saying, well, no, you need to do it like this. He was doing all of those things. But as far as wanting that relationship, I don't see it. Mitch turned down the honeymoon honeymoon poom on a silver platter from the pretty lady. That's some BS with a side of fries. I think that Mitch has uh been alone for years. That's why he said he doesn't have a lot of he hasn't had a lot of long-term relationships. And I think that as soon as they start to um say, okay, where is this going? He starts to back up. He starts to say, nope. And he goes right back to the TV screen. That's the impression I get. I don't think that anybody would be okay with Mitch. I think that he's that type of guy. And he said that she might be a pinup person, or I heard somewhere that he likes, what's her name, Jessica Biel. She kind of does have Jessica Biel hair and some features, but sir, you're not going to get Jessica Biel. And I think that he's the type that likes who he can't have. He likes somebody he'll never be able to have. So, but Kristen, stop trying to convince yourself that this is going to be okay. And at the end, when Kristen was like, um, I am going to give you some pressure and I am going to force you to, to, if I don't get sex and I love you at the end of this, I will ask for a divorce. I was like, of all the Mirla and Gil, Kristen, what are you doing to yourself? Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Because she's gonna realize that he's not it, and you shouldn't be forcing anything. So let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about him being having some type of addiction problem. Like she's really trying to find anything to keep her involved. Hold on, hold on. I skipped. I know I skipped. Yes, yeah. Please. This man said that she's the opposite. She's exactly like me, but in female form. I am delusional. This man is delusional. This poor man said, I love you. He said, I love you. What? He is in love with the idea of her. I could not find a picture of her saying, "Oh, emotion, 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 oh, vulnerability." Oh my gosh. I couldn't I would look I looked. Yes, I do agree. Going back to Kristen, she is desperate and she needs to stop. And I be asking people, okay, give me that definition of pick Misha again. And I said, up, there it is, right there. Yeah. When she was doing emotion, I honestly think that's what happened to her with these so-called proposals that she was doing. This is what happens. As soon as the guys notice that she's not feeling it, like they're feeling it, and that she starts to run away or starts to back up, that's when they start to back up. That's why she's had these different experiences. And now, granted, this this guy is falling way too fast. He's not in love with her. He's in love with the idea of her. And honestly, stay tuned. That is something I said at the end. I said, guys that do this, and I actually don't think that he's a stalker, but I watch too much ID channel that they fall so fast for somebody that they don't really want. And I said, that's what happens. That's exactly what happens. These guys, they think they're in love, but they're not really in love. Like they're having a relationship that they're not having. So I, I don't think he's gone that far, but I said, oh my gosh. Justin. Like, this is day 3. Justin's a stalker, plain and simple. He's one of those folks you read about on Fatal Attraction. Emotions get the best of them, and then pop goes the weasel. Yes, he's got attracted to, yes, he absolutely has attachment disorder. I totally agree with, I think that there is something you can tell that she does, the he's super affectionate. He's not even asking her what is your, have they asked what's your love language? He's just all over her. He's he's showering her with all the words, the feels, everything, but he's picking up on that she's not feeling it. He's picking up on the lack of reciprocation, but he's just dismissing it. He's dismissing this. And honestly, after this is over, he needs to lock himself up with a therapist like 3 days a week, because I said this is bad, because when this implodes on him, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Um I'm worried for him because there's no way that you're in love with her. There's no way you're in love with her. And she has an emotional, she has a lack of emotion. She has a lack of emotion. He still barely knows her full name, and he all of a sudden wants her to have his babies. Big brother was right. Yes, that he's not ready. He doesn't have the emotional capacity to deal with this if it doesn't work out. He's in love with the idea of her. He's in love with the what if. And it doesn't work that way. So, what if she was like Mitch? Like, I really want to ask this question. What if she was like Mitch, and on the second day it was just like, I'm not really attracted to you? What if that were to happen? But I do think she is showering him a little too much, because we all know she's not attracted. We all know that she's not interested. We all know that she's not going to be in love with him, and this is going to end badly, right? But they're sitting down at dinner, and she's like giving him the little flirtatious stuff. Um, I got the best view in front of me, like, and stuff like that. I said she does this a lot. She's been doing this last 3 days, and he's like, "Ooh, I like that. I like the." He likes that flirtatious stuff, and then it's going to end badly. Yes, if she had said, "I'm not really that attracted to you," it would have ended badly on the third day. But what did y'all think him saying? Oh no, I'm sorry, her saying, "Oh, but he's still celibate. He's still celibate. He's still celibate." And I was like, "Why are you doing that? Why do you keep doing that? Why do you keep saying he's still telling everybody?" And then he's like, I know the she doesn't she doesn't express herself as freely as I do, but I'll be able to help her with that. So you're not the same person, but in female form. She's not like you. She's not like you. Yes, I do actually I think she likes to lead men along, and then when they express their feelings, she freaks out and runs. Absolutely. That leading him, that flirting with him, "Oh, I got the best view in front of me." I said, "Why'd you do that?" He is hanging on to every word, every syllable you say. If you're not that attracted to him, and if you know that you're not going to fall in love with him, then don't say stuff like that. I actually respect that Mitch, he sat her down. He said it the best way he could. He It hurt, and Kristen was hurt. She teared up, and she said, "Ooh, that does hurt. If I were to ask you to explain, it would hurt my feelings even more." But at least he got it out. Her saying these little things to him, it's gonna now maybe she keeps saying Justin is like helping me to open up. Justin is getting me to break down some walls. It's still not gonna get there in 8 weeks. Mm-mm. And honestly, this is not gonna be bad. It is not gonna be good. She's trying to punk him into giving her the pickle tickle. And she's not investing any feelings into him unless he can blow her back and make her speak in tongues. And that's not going to happen. Because, and honestly, and we said this last week, anybody, especially any man that says the stuff that Justin says, as much as he says it, I'm telling you, there's something. They're compensating, overcompensating for something. Um, yeah, I don't like the fact that she's even all the little flirts. It doesn't help the situation. And Justin is just, I can't believe on day 3 he said I love you. Why? Why? She wasn't even looking for it. And Hergen, oh, the emotion, oh, emotions, oh, I can't take it. Oh, it's killing me. It's killing me. What are you doing? And honestly, her over exaggeration when she does stuff like that, sis, do you know how your face looks? Stop. It's just as bad as you saying celibate every 2 minutes. The over exaggeration. Oh, I don't like emotion. I don't like. Oh, it just hurts me. And I do understand, but that is a young way of thinking. If I express myself, if I break down those walls, that means that he can hurt me. Justin's not gonna hurt you. This is what happened with your exes. And honestly, I understand why Justin signed up for this process. I don't understand why she signed up for this process. She honestly signed up for this process. I think she signed up for this process because she thought it would be a cool thing to do. I don't think that she signed up for longevity. It was very annoying and immature and over exaggeration. Like she did it several times. Emotion. Oh my God, it hurts me. It hurts me to say that. It hurts me to say that. Oh, I'm starting to have feelings for you. Girl, stop twisting up your face. It's not cute. It's not good at all. Um, yeah, I'm just Justin is going to be on the rooftop somewhere. It's just like it's just not going to be good. I just really hope that he gets some help. I just he's so quick and he's so needy. It's concerning. I think she's just used to being the emotional one. She's afraid to give him the Mitch treatment because he might go psycho. I do think she's aware of how quickly he's feeling all of these feels, and that um he how quickly he wears his emotion on his sleeve. But I don't think that she's used to being the emotional one in a relationship. I think that that's what's happened with her previous relationships, that she did not give the emotions that she should have. I think that she was in these relationships, and now I still uh question the three proposals. I don't know about the three proposals, but I do think that as soon as the guy started talking marriage, as soon as they started having these conversations, that's when she started to back up and run. That's when she started to say, oh, emotion. Oh, no, I can't. Nope. If I start to break down my walls, then he's going to hurt my feelings. No, this girl, this girl was not the emotional one. I think that those guys did one, she didn't get three proposals. And then two, she got one proposal, and then the other two started maybe talking about marriage, and she started twist her face up and start talking about, oh no, I don't want to get emotional. Stop it. Stop it. Hey cousin, thank you for joining. Yes, this is going to be very problematic, and I don't know. Y'all think that Justin might pull a Hurricane K and start just throwing things when she starts to actually tell him the truth? Something about to happen. Something Justin's going to be on somebody's couch. He needs to be. I keep going back to him. I'm sorry. This was so awkward. I don't know. The married people in here, has anybody done like the gangster pose? husband and wife. I don't, but these two were so awkward. So I kind of like Morgan's mother though, because I think that she was being fun. No, I not think. I know she was being funny, and she was like, "So many, how many kids you gonna have?" Like she just right out the gate, she just shot it to him, and I appreciate her doing that. But he got so nervous so quick. It was so funny, and then listening to Lindy and not Lindy, what's her name, Morgan, and Morgan talking to the parents, Morgan talking to his parents, Morgan's friends. I said, this girl don't want kids. This girl don't want kids. And he comes from a very heavy Asian traditional family. His mother was like the oldest son. I just want grandkids. I just want grandkids. And she was like, well, when the time comes, we can discuss it. I said, that's a no. That's a no. And I'm sorry, Mavs, y'all didn't, that wasn't on the questionnaire. Apparently, the questionnaire was 576 questions. That wasn't part of the questionnaire. So she keeps talking about Muay Thai. And I like Ben's reaction to it. Ben said, I like my smile. I like my smile. Don't, this Muay Thai is really scaring me. But Ben just wants the sex. Ben just wants sex from her. Ben's been talking about sex. He's like, yes, if my wife gives me sex on my birthday, can I get sex on my birthday? When am I gonna have the sex? Uh, Something's up. Something is up, and I just know there's something up. She's very, and I hate saying masculine woman and feminine man, but I just think that she's a little just the way she walks, the way she's very masculine, very and this is not what Ben, I don't think that this is what Ben wanted. So this is going to be very interesting. The two of them. Mm. This is another one. This man, this man. Hey, our vibes. Girl, thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Y'all, these clips. Um, but this is another one. I did not like how many times he wanted to talk about sex in the Bible, and I think he thought it was funny, but even she was like, "Stop! It's not cute. It's not funny. You're trying to make me feel comfortable. I told you we're gonna wait. Let's wait. That's it." And so, and I don't think he thinks that this is gonna make her feel more comfortable, and it's not. It's not. And honestly, they're waiting a good amount of time. They're waiting a good amount of time. So, um, Miguel, I did not mind their conversation at dinner. I thought they were trying to open up, and he talked about his mother, and that makes sense. As a kid, his mother, I think she had schizophrenia. Conf- um, Tell me if I'm wrong in the chat. Really, really, Jamila, you think her hard exterior is a act? Now, we were talking about this last week. We know that she had a really bad breakup, and she was really depressed. She didn't like her job and everything. So her having, all of that going on, she was depressed. So she talked to her mother, and that's when she got into Muay Thai. That's when she just started to do other things to get her out of that depression. She does Muay Thai and something else. Um, but why do you think it's an act? I think that helps her to, get out of her own way. Oh, the gaming. She does a lot of gaming, the Muay Thai and stuff like that. But an act, I really want to, because I even noticed something else. Remember, y'all, last week I said her being so strong and tough, and not letting him do things, not letting him be the man. I noticed that she's the one that popped the champagne. And y'all remember every season, the husband helps the wife out of their dress. She didn't do that. She got her out of her dress by herself. And I noticed stuff like I noticed that. So I wonder, and I get that she may just be feeling uncomfortable. I got the impression there was a fair amount of just uncomfortability about her, but I didn't think it was an act. So that's interesting. Maybe not an act, but trauma response. Yes, I definitely think that there's a lot of trauma response. And she's like, I need to do this my own self. I need to do this myself. Yeah, I agree. What did Future say? When they match people who don't see eye to eye about big things, religion, kids, no kids, and opposite ends of the political spectrum, it is so awful. It is. It and her coming from her not wanting kids, him wanting kids, that's very problematic. But also, she comes from the Seven-Day Adventist background. She has not totally left her religion. She, of course, had sex out of marriage. And, I feel like her family got on her for that and really like put put that in her head. And him not being that structured, um, this is really putting her in a bad spot. And I really feel like it's making he's making her feel uncomfortable. If he keeps doing this, it's gonna make her uncomfortable. And I think that she's not wrong for waiting a fair amount of time until we get to know each other. And also, I think that that's what guys, he's doing something that's real young of him to say, "Oh, well, I go by a feeling, and if we don't have sex, then I'm not going to feel it." And I was like, "How old are you?" So, yeah. Wait, stay tuned. You were gonna kill me with the. She's got daddy issues, to say the least. Yes, actually, both of them have daddy issues. Morgan and Lindy have daddy issues. When she was talking about the divorce between their parents, how she said that it was something that she was glad to be just out of the situation because it was very toxic for them. So I understand what she's saying, that she was just really happy to be separated from the whole situation. And then Lindy definitely has daddy issues, and Morgan has daddy issues. Actually, I think a lot of them. I keep going back to this man right here. Y'all know me and my mouse control. Let me see. What is Future saying? I don't think he gets that being disrespectful of her upbringing and religion. If she is still religious, could really backfire. I don't think he understands it. I don't think that he understands how him connecting the sex or lack of sex to her religion is going to backfire on him. And he needs to just stop and let her feel more comfortable, let them get used to each other, and she's going to loosen up. I think that no, she's very attracted to him. Not think. She said it. She said, "This is what I wanted," immediately before he did. So I think that he needs to just stop, because that's just not cool that he keeps doing that. I felt some type of way with Stasha and not trusting Nate on her finances. We're going to them. I think we're going to them next. Okay. Yes. So I felt some type of way about Stasia not trusting Nate with her finances, but she not respecting Nate for wanting to wait to make babies with her. The first chance she got, she's getting custody. Mm, I don't think that's true. I think that she is 37. He's 33. He even noted, he said, "Well, I understand that your age. I think that, she wants to wait a year." What he could have said, I was thinking more like 2 years. Uh, but I don't think that her not trusting him with the finances, that makes sense to me. Any other situation, I wouldn't really I would have an issue maybe about the post nup, but he does have a bankruptcy and they just met. If this was a situation where they've known each other for years and she's had time to trust him, then then I might question it. But this is day 3. She heard from her mother, who's also the one that brought up the post nup. I don't mind it. And honestly, he even said first it stuck on him like, "You don't trust me." And I was like, man, she of course she don't trust you. She just met you. No, she did. Why? I don't trust you. Nobody trusts you. Yeah. So yeah, they do look a lot alike, actually. She has a very round face, but I do think that they look very much alike. But I don't think that that was a bad thing that she said that, because you have to have a certain amount of trust to say, okay, we don't have to have a post nup. I see this man's finances. I know how he, shops. I know how he works. I know how he moves. But in this situation, if she has been running things the way she has said and the way that they have portrayed, and he's not only has a bankruptcy, he's a day trader. And this is another thing, y'all. Yeah, some people got on me in the comments about the day trading thing. One, I absolutely know you can do day trading from your home, from your laptop. You can do it from anywhere, right? But he even said it's kind of like a job. He also said he does, I think, software sales. If you do software sales, why don't you lead with that? That's what I'm saying. Unless you are, this day trading is making you, like, if you're the best day trader and you're doing great at it, then fine. But if you were, then you wouldn't have said kind of like a job. So I get it. You can do day trading from anywhere. But come on. Are you and her financially on the same playing field? So I don't mind that she asked for a post nup in this situation. I don't question it. I think in 2022, everyone should have a pre and a post nup. Yeah. I mean, yes. Yeah, I don't blame her for that. Yeah, they do. They should have taken an ancestry DNA that's beforehand. Let's talk about a little bit about what she said about taking his name. She now what I question is how adamant she was. She's like, even if this doesn't work out, I'm keeping your name. I'm keeping Barnes. Um, that I question. To me, I would take my husband's name. I would take my husband's name, and I get what she means. I know who my father is, but at the same time, um, kind of for her same reasons, I would take my father's name. I mean, I would take my husband's name, but at the same time, you only met this man. You've been with him for 2 months. Until you meet somebody else, you're gonna keep his name. So I think that was interesting how adamant she was. She was like, I'm stuck with this name forever. So I think she really wants someplace to belong. Um and it still sticks with her. I think that she's gonna need a lot of nurturing. And is he the person to do it? Y'all, what did you think about this ATV ride? Please tell me, because I actually appreciate that she said, I want to see, we've never done this before. I've never done this before. He's never done this before. But I want to see if he looks out for me. I don't mind that she said that. I actually think that that's a good idea, that you should see how he's reacting. Are we doing this together, or did he go off by himself? And not only did he go off by himself, I don't mind taking a couple of pictures, but he basically just left her to her own devices and uh, started taking selfies and recording and the whole thing. And I was like, come on, Nate, you could do better than that. Yes, high vibes. I hear you. I hear you. You know, I don't like calling men dusty, especially black men, but whew, Nate, I guess my hangup is that she looks down on him because of his bankruptcy, but she's not completely cool with making a baby with him ASAP. Actually, she said that she wants to have babies in a year. Also, I thought she was much cooler than she could have been. I actually think she was very attentive. She listened to what he had to say about the bankruptcy. She didn't get mad or upset, and she was like, "Is everything okay now?" And he said, "Oh no, everything's straight now. Everything's." I thought that she was actually very accommodating. I didn't think that she got upset at all. It just speaks to why some families are broken. Priorities. Money is a prime example as to why some families are broken. That's true. But I didn't think that she had. I didn't think her reaction as upset as it could have been. Like she was actually, I thought that she was pretty cool about it. Mm, yes, I agree. He was very immature. That's his. I said, "Up, that's his age right there. That's his age right there." That ATV ride, like, and now I do think that she went a little overboard. Well, how do I strap this on? Like, is she? I was like, oh, you really want his attention. She wants him to pay it. How do I put the helmet on? And you could see that he wasn't even paying attention to her. I was like, Nate, come on, do better. She gave him a test without telling him she was testing him. At this point, they are strangers on a free vacation and having fun. Um, yes and no, because I can say that maybe what's his Kristen and Mitch are strangers, but they're very comfortable. So she even asked him on the way to the ATV ride, "Are you gonna help me out? Are you gonna be here with me?" And he said, "Oh yeah, no, I got you. I got you." Yeah, they're technically strangers, but no, they're very comfortable. They're very comfortable. We also know that, and this is what I was suspecting last week when everybody was like, "Oh no, they had sex in the shower." I said, "I don't know that they did. I think them camera angles was trying to elude us that they had sex. I think that that was just a playful thing, and I thought the camera was hanging around too long. But we know now that they didn't have sex, so she took her I took her mentioning the baby as establishing her wants. I don't get she will just get pregnant without him financing her. No, I didn't get that at all. I think that she was saying, listen, I'm 37. I'd like to have at least two kids. I'm going to be 38 in a year. I would like to, get on if we work out, I'd like to start having kids. I think she wanted to be pregnant in a year, not having a baby, not be in a hospital delivering in a year. And if he had just turned around and said, "Well, how about 2 years? How about we, start getting established?" I also think, even though he's got the bankruptcy and he's got financial issues, I think he wants to have that financial status. I think he wants to have financial success and he wants to be successful. I think he wants it. I just don't know that he knows how to do it. That's what that's what he gives me. And I think that that's why he wants to wait, because I think he knows I'm not there yet. So, and men, a lot of men, if they're not ready financially, won't get married, won't do it. So I'm just really surprised that he did this quickly. Stasia seems very intentional. She's aware and will act accordingly. Exactly. And she picks up on things too. She's not she's not unaware, like Mr. Justin. The name thing was interesting. I get having no issue. I get having no issue with taking it because you didn't know your father, but what about taking your mom's maiden name if it doesn't work? It's too early to say you'll keep it. I agree. I think it's too early to say you'll keep it, but I also think, I don't know, does she have her stepfather's last name or her mother's maiden name? So she may already, and that's what I was getting the impression of, that she has her mother's maiden name. So that's what I was wondering too. I just think, why would you keep it though? That's something that was interesting to me. Why would you keep it? I think that that's what happened. I think that he got with his partner and they had this idea and he put all of his personal money in it, and that was the wrong move. But yeah, I get that too. Yeah, he confirmed it. They didn't have sex in the shower, but he thought he had what it took to get the draws back. Yeah, oh no. Oh no, I agree with them though. They're they're close. They're very comfortable with each other. They like each other. Yep, I actually think y'all we about to go to yep, we're about to go to the foolishness. Y'all get ready. Now, I didn't get all the clips, but I really tried. I wanted to make sure and get this. And I wanted to make sure and get that dinner party because we about to get into this dinner party with Mr. Devon. So I wanted to talk about this real quick. So we're on to Ready to Love. Uh um the Zadia lookalike, because I don't remember her name. Tell me her name in the chat. And Sharice, and as this, I'm so sorry that I remember Sharice's name, but the Zadia lookalike, I don't remember her name. Um, I did not like Sharice saying, "Sweetheart, turn it all the way down. Come all the way down." Do you see yourself in the mirror, Sharice? Do you see yourself in the mirror? But I have to say something. uh every time she went up to, it seemed like every guy, and said, "So why was I on the bottom? So are you the one that put me on the bottom? Oh, so it was you that told them to put me on the bottom." Girl, stop. But on one hand, I didn't mind the way Sharice did it because she said, okay, and she thought about this. Now they're a little, Sharice is a little older than her. Actually, no, 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 that's not true. Sharice is only 1 year older. She's 32 and Sharice is 33. Uh, but Sharice said, I'm going to make sure and talk to every guy. She said, I'm going to make sure at least speak to every guy and have a conversation with each guy. But she went, "Hi, how are you doing? Hi, how are you doing? On to the next. Hi, how are you doing? On to the next." So she wanted to make sure and see her, make sure that she was seen, right? But what's her name, y'all? I keep calling her Zadia, the a taller version of Zadia. Okay, I know, I know, girl, I know. Um, yes, we've been missing Miss Creative. Sharice was there to play the game. She reminds me of Sabrina from last season. Um, maybe a little bit. I don't think that she's as cunning as Sabrina. Sabrina, Cadian. That wasn't Cadian. Dominica. It was Dominica. Yes, Dominica. And I actually thought that she was sweet, but I think that what the guys were saying is that she was trying to be the fun girl, and she was coming off like they said, like their homegirl. And that's not what they were wanting. She came off to everybody like their homegirl. And honestly, I didn't like that she was going up to each guy. So why am I on the bottom? So why am I on the bottom? I do understand Sharice's way of doing it and making sure to talk to each guy, but it was coming off real shallow, which I actually think I get that because Sharice is a whole fool. Um, and then her trying to tell another woman how to conduct herself. Sweetheart, come all the way down, cool it all the way down. You're doing too much. And telling her about you're too loud and calling her loud. I was like, girl, mm-mm. Okay, so I predicted that she would be one of the first to go. Age, looks, and ability to have kids did her in. She's not right, but it is what it is what it is. Um, it's not her ability. She doesn't want kids. At her age, she said, "Oh, I have a dog," so she doesn't want kids. She doesn't want kids. Um, I just think that she is what she was calling Dominica, and I just didn't like that. And she's a lot. She's a lot. Um, and this whole scene, even him, he did not like it. He said that wasn't right. He did not like that. And honestly, I'm gonna say my prediction now. Well, I'll wait till the end. So I took y'all know I told you I was having clip issues, but this conversation, what did y'all think about the conversation between them two? Because Justice was everybody's eye candy. Everybody, like, all the ladies love Justice, right? But Justice said, if I date somebody, it could be 2 months, it could be 2 years, it could be 5 years. If I'm dating you, then I'm serious about you only when I'm dating you. And old girl was saying that no, if I'm dating, I'm just dating. I'm dating to see if there is a potential for just one person. I have to date many more people, then become serious. Um, I've always been a one woman man, but at the same time, I kind of see what she's talking about, and him wanting her to just date one person, and it could be 5 years. I think that that's when she was like, have a nice life, I'm done. Yeah. Oh, no, no. Yeah, I actually agree with you. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We're gonna take that in. Yeah. Different strokes for different folks. Neither one of them were wrong or right, but they didn't know how to agree to disagree and end up nominating each other for elimination. Exactly. They just didn't know how to talk to each other. Honestly, and they just wanted to argue. I was like, y'all, y'all need to calm down because it's not even that serious. Honestly, you're right. They both had the same, they had their opinion and they just wanted to just start picking at each other. I think this, and then she gets in an argument with the other girl. The other girl with the pretty curls. Give me the names, y'all, because I don't remember her name either. But she had a really cool date um later on, and she was saying that no, I don't think, if I'm a boss and I got money, I don't have to um I don't need a man to lead me. I don't need a man to lead me. If I'm a boss, then what do I need that for? And I'm just saying, I really wanted to know why I was getting voted off. I really wanted to know. You didn't want to know. You wanted to connect with each guy, make sure you were being seen. You wanted to play a game, like Stay Tuned earlier, review said earlier. She just wanted to manipulate and play the game. So she starts playing this game, and now she's talking to all the other black ladies, and they're like, "No, I was made to be a helpmate to my man. You don't know what you're talking about." She really wants them to look at her. She really wants to be seen. Yeah, she's condescending to all the other women. Condescending. I was actually wondering at this dinner party. I was like, "Who's going to show up at this dinner party?" I'm really intrigued to see who shows up at this dinner party. I'm gonna check it out. Stay tuned. That's just Hey Trey. That's just miscommunication of what people consider dating versus relationships. They still want to. They still was talking about the same thing. They really were talking about the same thing. But yeah, her getting an argument with old girl was just stupid. It was stupid. And then she was like, "Oh, please, that's immature." And she really wanted to cut her down. It was really satisfying her to cut her down, just like last episode when she said, "What is that, her stage name? Dominica, is that her stage name?" I was like, "You doing too much. You doing too much." Y'all, this dinner party, this dinner party was giving me life. This man, and we know he gets cut at the end. Thank goodness. And not even because of um his issues and deadbeat father, not even because of that. Y'all, let's talk about etiquette. Is it just a black thing that you should at least have like something in your hand? And it's so funny because as soon as Cherie said something, every person that came in, the camera noticed it so quick. The camera, and I said, "Did he just come?" In my head, I'm like, he didn't bring a bottle of wine or a plant or something. He didn't bring just anything for the host. He didn't bring anything for the host. So I actually didn't think that she was the type to mention it. I thought that she liked him enough not even to mention it. but she mentioned it. And then his attitude before they came, he says he came early to help her set up. But then, like, she's sitting there taking stuff out the microwave. She's sitting there doing all this stuff. And he was like, "Oh, well, I can put stuff on the table for you." Like, I was like, "What is wrong with you?" And then, and I think it was a joke, but it just kept piling on and piling on. And she's like, "Did you put the seat down after you got it, when he went to the bathroom?" "Oh, well, I'll check that in a second." I said, "Yo, this, yo," I was like, "Etiquette. Is it just a black thing that you're supposed to bring something? Like, because why didn't he bring a bottle of wine? Something." We'll just stay tuned. Oh gosh, stay tuned. Devin, aka can't get right. He would have made it to the final. He would have made it to the finale. Is he just if he had just kept his mouth shut for the entire season? But that would be too much like right. There would be no way. So what would happen was if he would gotten on a one-on-one date, something would have happened. He would have said something. And honestly, I'm like, maybe he's one of those guys that is better one on one and not in a group, because we saw at the little pool party, and then we see in this dinner party here. But I think it's just plain and simple etiquette. Like, some of the guys brought not only a host gift, but then they bought stuff, booze for the party to share. I was like, isn't that normal? Like, and the fact that he doesn't bring anything, then it absolutely looked awkward. It just looked like you came to eat my food and go to the bathroom, use my bathroom. It just, I was like, yo, who taught you? And oh gosh, you should have definitely asked if you should bring something if you're ever invited to a party. I was like, does he? And I said, oh, who raised you, bruh? Like, come on. Yes, and honestly, I want to talk about this and him and his nervousness. Okay, why was Devin so nervous? It gave I don't want to be found out. Him talking about how his sweating problem is so funny, because yes, you can have a nervous issue of you sweating. You bring it up the one time, and that's it. I'm sorry, I told you I was having clip issues. I could the clip of him um getting eliminated. uh I said, oh, this conversation would probably went on and on and on, because it was just him talking and just trying to explain himself. I wish I did have a clip, because that was him and Cadian, because that were and they elected Cadian to to cut him, was just funny. Um, yes, that was it was so funny. This whole thing, him coming in, giving her a big hug and a kiss with empty handed. I was like, come on, come on. Yeah, I actually had more clips. Y'all know me and my mouse control of this dinner part of just him and his facial expressions. Oh, I missed. There was a clip of him and one of the girls, and him saying that his last relationship. Um, what did he say? He fixed it though. She said, "How did you fix it?" And he couldn't think of anything. Couldn't think of anything. And he said, "Oh, meditation." And she said, "Devin, get away from me. You full of ish." People like High Vibes just said, he is getting found out on this show, and he needed to get cut. He's getting found out, and this is not the right place for him. This is it. It's not it. Yeah. Yes, you're right. He may also have been nervous about his child no child comment in the last episode. I'm sure that's why he didn't want to be sitting there with Cadian. But him and the child issues, being found out, the cameras, he's like, I don't like people around me. Also, sir, if you were so scared of sweating, move out of Miami. Like, why the sweating issue took up almost all your scenes in this episode? Why are you still living in Miami? You're not playing football anymore. Move. Like, why are you still in Miami? I don't get that. I don't it makes no sense. Yeah, but yeah, just every scene, like these women are finding him out. I think the next scene is these two. I actually Randall is growing on me. Y'all, I thought that Randall was gonna be the one to get cut first, but I'm realizing he's the right type of goofy. I think that he is a little corny, a little goofy, but he's the type that like he's attractive, but you're not sure. Um, and I think that that's what's keeping him around because a lot of the women are really loving them some Randall. So that's what's coming off to me that Randall is kind of the right type of goofy. Um, he's a little goofy, but he's also smart, intelligent. He likes to flirt. He's doing all of the things, or a lot of the things. I think that he might be. I think that he might start to become this season's Clifton, or even maybe this season's Tyrone. No, not Tyrone. What's old boy from New York that got with Sydney? I just like he might be the season sleeper. And then yeah, I just think that he might come from behind because I thought when I first saw him, first scenes in the opening episode, the pool party, I was like, he's gonna get cut first. And then we saw Swayze, we saw the Swayze of it all, and we saw the other guy, and I said, oh no, they're gonna keep him around for a little while. Yeah, no, no, no. I agree. I think that he's gonna be Phil. That's who I said. Oh, it's Phil, not Tyrone. It was Phil. I think he might be this season's Phil. Phil that you're not sure about. You're like, who's that guy? And then next thing you know, you're like, oh, I like him. I think that he might just come from behind. Yeah, he's normal and refreshing. I just think that he's the right type of goofy. He's a little bit silly, but then he's also very attractive. I just think that he might be the one I like. Randall seems kind of normal. He's not groping the women and leading with sex and innuendos. Okay, y'all, sex and innuendos. I got to ask you a question. At this dinner party, and I didn't get a clip of it, but did you see how many times Justice wrapped his arms around Charisse? Did anybody see that? I was like, first he comes in, he brings her the wine, and he says, "Oh, I thought it was going to be a dinner party for two." I noticed it. He said, "Oh, I thought it was just going to be you and I," or something like that. And then at the end, he gives her the biggest hug goodbye. And I was like, interesting. So that was just something that I noticed. Y'all know Miss Creatives, and they always say that I notice things that not a lot of people notice, but I definitely noticed that Justice was just giving her a big hug, and then him saying, "Oh, I thought it was just going to be you and I." You do you think he's going to introduce two new cast members? I started to think of it this episode. I was like, I wonder if somebody new is coming. And the reason I thought about it is old girl gets stood up. I was like, that's interesting. What are you saying? I think Justice was solidifying his spot on the show because the women had the power to eliminate. Devin had a chance to do the same, but he fumbled the ball. Honestly, if it wasn't for Devin, and I think it was Devin and Justice that kept Sharice around. I was like, if it wasn't for Devin, Sharice would be gone. And then I said, oh, maybe Devin and Justice kept her around because everybody is finding her out. Everybody is saying she's a lot to deal with. She's real abrasive. They're calling her out. I think that these two are cute together, and she's been making herself known. She said, "I want kids like yesterday." That's what she said at the pool party. I was like, sis, yeah. I hope you don't hear my dog because she's about to make an appearance. I had another picture of his look too, but so I know this is out of sequence. What did you guys think about the date? I thought it was sweet, but two things. I like her with LJ, that's what the one from the Virgin Islands who thinks he can sing but can't. I like her better with LJ. And two, um, I think he's 9 years older than her, which is not a bad thing. But I think that he's just a sweet friend. I think that she's attracted to him, but I just don't see this going anywhere. What did you guys think of their date? Because to me, um, I just this is gonna fizzle. Besides that, a lot of people like him. A lot of people like him, and I don't think this is going anywhere. Yeah, thank you, Celery. Because I kept thinking, yeah, Samson. I thought it was a lovely, sweet date. I liked the gift that he brought her. He brought her just a little, what was it, olive tree in a heart shaped vase. I thought that was cute. It was a little gift, Devin. It was a simple gift, something to think about when you're going to another gathering. Just bring something simple. It doesn't have to be elaborate, but do better. And I like Samson too. Um, yeah, I like Samson. I don't know that, and he doesn't have any kids either. But oh, it was aloe. I thought it was okay. It was a what? It was an aloe tree, and he remembered also. He remembered that she liked it. That was something that they had a conversation about, and she's really into that. So I feel like this is sweet. He's very attentive, and they're very physically attracted to her or to each other. But mm, I don't think this is gonna be it. Yeah, it was a healing. It was a healing tree. Yeah, aloe's good for healing. I know that. Yeah, but I just feel like he remembered it. He remembered. He's very attentive. I like Samson. I do like Samson. Everybody is talking about Mr. Samson, y'all. Everybody, and I don't have a picture of Samson. I'm sorry. Um, but Samson, who do y'all think he'd be better with? Because who else is maybe Cadian? I don't know. I don't know who I would think that he'd be better with. You think they okay? I think Samson went a little too hard too soon. I think she's gonna wait to see if the other women get the same treatment, and the other women may get jealous because they aren't getting the attention. I hear you on the he went too hard too soon, but I think that that's him. I just get um I get the opinion that that's him. He is just this like sweet pulled back guy that he really wants to get to know you. Um but I think she wants more kids. I don't know. Also, what did y'all think about her story? Like she cried during deliberation. Um I feel like that conversation with her and Samson went very long, talking about the divorce, talking about her son. Also, her son's name, y'all. Her son's name, is it Prince Amir? It's like Prince Amir or something like that. I was like, that's a really nice name. I loved her son's name. Um, I like her a lot as a person. I just don't think that her and Samson are a good match. Yes, Kaden was all over Zoe. You're right. Kaden was all over Zoe. Um, Looney. I actually want Lily to come back. I'm glad that she had the quarantine for 5 days and now she's back because I really want to see her interactions. I think for some reason, she looks like an older Brandy to me, but I kind of want to see who um who she vibes with. I actually think you might be right, Looney and Samson. Um, but Looney really liked Justice. Looney was all over just she was like, ooh, Justice. Like she loved her some Justice. So mm, stay tuned, you might be right. Samson and Trinika, aka Miss Thicker. Think what is it? Cold Rotel dip would be a good match. She was wearing those outfits and will fly under the radar like Liz from Houston season. Interesting. What did you guys think about Swayze saying that him and Cadian look like a good match? Because I didn't see it. I don't see it at all. I did not see him and Cadian being a good match at all. But he's thinking that him and Cadian would be the match. And just why? Because she was wearing jewelry, because I just don't see it. Also, that bowling that bowling trip, I didn't get that bowling episode, the bowling group date. Um that said a lot because old girl, she goes and kisses him, kisses what's his name? Kisses him, but then I don't know. I don't see them together. I don't see them together. I think Swayze is using Cadian the same way Clifton was using Dakia last season to just keep Zoe. Thank you, because I was like it was on the tip of my on my head. Because I think he looks like Cornelius from last, not Cornelius, what's his name? Yeah, Cornelius from last season. But you think he's using her as just a second to who he really wants? So who do you think he really wants? Because didn't I thought I had a picture of their his first date. He had a date. Did it not come through? Didn't come through. He had a date with, who did he have a date with? Because I think he really wants Jay. Yeah, I think that's who he really wants. I don't think he wants Cadian. He keeps mentioning Cadian, and just like you might have a point, because just like Clifton kept, keeping Dakia around, but we all knew that from the first episode, it was Clifton and Joy. So he's just keeping her around, just to be keeping her around. So I think that you have a point there. I think that you have a point. Okay, the the elimination. This man talks so much, and I just really want to show this picture again. This man talks so much. Why? Okay, why do you think that they asked Cadian to do the elimination? Because I think that because they elected, they're the ones that the other ladies elect who is going to eliminate who, right? So they elected Cadian to tell him it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go. And the looks on her face, I'm gonna try to get the looks on her face. Hold on, y'all, because she can't stand this man. She cannot stand him. And what did she asked him, how many numbers did you get? And he said, you mean girls and guys? And she's like, now, why would I care how many numbers you got? How many girls numbers I mean, how many guys numbers you got? And yes, they already had this negative interaction. But she's not here for the mess. You're right. She's not here for the mess. So that's why they elected him to go. Charisse tried to save him. She tried to keep him around, and he could not. All he had to do was bring her the host gift. and Sharice would have tried to save him. But y'all, um, now that now that Devin is gone, Sharice is out of here next week. I think this interaction between Zoe and Sharice is going to be next week. I think that's what's coming next week because there's no way they're going to keep Sharice around. What do you guys think? Let me try to get this picture because this was so funny for them to even elect, for them to even want her to be the one to kick him. It was just funny to me because of all people, I don't have that picture. Nope, it's not coming up. And I think I think they did it on purpose. Katie and had no problem saying, yeah, I'll tell him that he's not ready to love. Sure, I'd love for it to be me. And she rolled her eyes. She was like, "Come on." Oh, he's and she said that was the first thing. She said, "So what did you do today?" And he said, "Oh, I worked. I worked." And she said, "Wait, work? I don't even know what you do." And she was really trying to just have a conversation with him. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I have a big boy job. I have a big boy job." He's already nervous. He's probably already started sweating. Probably already knowing that her and him don't have a good relationship. They really didn't get off on the best foot. And she went at him kind of rough. She went at him rough last week. So now he's like already on guard. So um she's gonna be all kinds of on his tail. That's funny. It don't go all the way up to the top. Yes. Oh, I think Katie was more than happy to send him home. She was more than happy to send him home. The response was super sus. Yeah. Mm-hmm. High vibes. She feels like a production plant. You think she's stirring the pot too much? I think that she's stirring the pot quick, but I also think she has watched this show and she's like the one that stirs the pot, the one that has these little sound bites, or the one that gets the camera time. I think that she's trying to build up her esthetician business. And she's like, in the 2 or 3 episodes I'm here, I'm going to say whatever I need to say, and I'm here for the men, I'm not here for the women. And she did not have to say to Dominica, is that her stage name? I think the next 4 eliminations for the women in no particular order will be Sharice, April, Kayla, and Kadian. Wow. Okay. Okay, high vibes, I'm gonna take you up on that. I do agree with the Sharice. I don't know about April though. I think that April, she's strategic. Y'all, this is the picture I found because this was so funny. He looked so, this poor guy don't know what to do. He don't know what to do. He just like, I don't know, she's not gonna like me. They don't like me. I sweat too much. I'm in here um not knowing. I'm in here so many tattoos. I haven't seen my son. Like he don't know what to do. So this poor guy. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be her though. I don't think it's gonna be April. I don't. I For some reason I don't. I think April's gonna stick around for a little bit. She was all over Justice. Um, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be her. I don't think it's gonna be her just yet. I think that he's extra sensitive. I think that what's his name? LJ, he really wants to be a singer and is not going to do it. Personality wise, April is amazing, but she's competing with women who are younger and are cool with having kids. She's working on a borrowed time right now. Mm, It's interesting. Hmm. I'm gonna see about that. I'm gonna see about that. I think that she might be sticking around. I think that now I think that she's gonna be around for a minute though. I think that when she gets back, she might be the next Charisse. I think that she may know how to play this game as well. She may know how to play this game, y'all, because I think that she's smart. I just have a feeling her, but I don't know who I see her with though. I just don't know who I see her with just yet. Mm. I think that she might. I think that she might stick around too. I just don't see her. Who do y'all see her with? Very pretty, but mm, I think she was playing Zoe and Swayze. I think that she was playing them. I think she likes them, but I don't think that she's cares for either of them right now. I don't think she cares for either of them right now. Not at all. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I think that Sharice is gonna go though, and I really, really want to see this. Uh, Also, I love how Randall talked to Sharice this last episode. I really want to talk about that. That dinner party was just everything to me because this girl, she was like, I didn't say that. I didn't say that about you. I didn't say that you weren't no king. He said, yes, you did. And that's what she doesn't like. People are telling her who she really is. People are really telling her about herself. Like and he said, you said both. It was not no offense taken, but the way you were acting, the way you were moving at that dinner party or that little brunch was not cool. Like you said, because they fixed me a plate. What? Oh, okay, King Randall. Okay, King Randall. I was trying to give him his props. I was trying to do the sweetheart. You were getting, and she's a bowl in the china shop. She's another bowl in the china shop, and she does not. She's not self aware. She doesn't see it. She doesn't see it. Mm. Okay. You have Faith and Kayla sticking around. You gotta watch her on her YouTube videos. Okay, she's off the chain. Okay, Mimi, she's doing too much. She is a bowl in a china shop, and she doesn't see that she's a bowl in a china shop. She doesn't see it. But I love the fact that Randall told her first, you coming between us. You say I'm not no king. You tell the ladies don't be fixing him no plate, and then you're like, okay, King Randall. So now it's a running joke, and of course he's gonna milk it. I don't blame him for milking it. So yeah, she's a bowl in the china shop, and she don't even hear herself. That's what's crazy. Is like, girl, you just told Dominica to pull back and bring it all the way down. You need to pull back and bring it all the way down. So yeah. So this season actually, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be really good. This season is gonna be really good. There's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot to talk about, a lot to deal with. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. But I will get the clips up sooner next time. So thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for doing this with me today. And yeah, again, Misha couldn't join me tonight, and she's got a lot going on. She's got school, she's got a lot going on, but she'll be back. She'll be back. Okay, okay. So please, for right now, for probably the rest of the month, come join me on Crystal and Net. But me and Misha will be coming back. Okay. So thank you so much, and broker style, exactly. Anita Baker style. Anita Baker style. I'm giving you the best that I got. I'm giving you the best that I got. I got pretty good. I got pretty good. I am deep in the lab. I'm writing right now. I will be having more shows about just the creative aspect. Please watch my show on Only Choice. So with the writers and the executive producers and the film short that I did, and I'll also be doing Love on Stage with someone else. who wants to join me for a recap. So I'll be doing a lot of things as well, but we are going to be doing it just for the time being, just you and me. Okay. And then Misha will be coming back. Thank y'all. Good night.